Hi guys, it's your boy Crypto Jeks today. Today we're going to be looking at some of the basic tips you need as a beginner in the crypto trading space. All right. Although it is very important before you start trading the crypto space to get basic trading knowledge. All right. Like learning how the market behave, and the market narratives and what drives the market at every point in time. All right. So that is what we do for you at Jeks Crypto Academy. Okay, as a beginner trader, or even as a mid-term or a non-professional trader, all right? Even as a professional trader, you can also enroll to get more tips, all right? Get more, more trading tricks that can help you become a successful trader. So we're going to be looking at things that are very basic as a beginner in the crypto trading space, how the market behave, what and what you need to look out for, and how to begin your basic daily trading journey, all right? So let's dive into it very fast and I'll get you up to speed. Okay, so irrespective of any kind of digital asset you trade, there are actually daily fundamentals that actually influence how the market behave, okay? Which means that certain daily occurrences, determine how the market behave. And as a beginner trader, even as a professional trader, it is always advisable to, look at what these fundamentals are, this fundamental aspect of the market is saying, because it will certainly impact your market. So the first site you need to fall in love with is what we call Forex Factory. It's a very, old site. I know this site like more than 10, 15 years ago. All right. I actually used them for Forex trading then, but it still applies even to the crypto space as well. So what you do as a beginner trader, you simply come to Forex Factory, look at, make sure you set the time zone to what suits your particular location at that time. Okay, you can decide to create an account, but it's not important. You just come to your calendar and then you choose the date. Okay, so today is April the 9th, and you can see that there are various news that are expected to come out today, but most of these news are low impact news. Like they don't have much impact in the market. All right, some other news, when you check them, they have this red indication, which indicates that, for instance, let's go back to yesterday and see if we see something like that. You can see something like this in an orange color, will have medium impact in the market, right? And also, if you go back here, you can perhaps you can see something with that red indication that shows like something like this. All right, you can see this was April the 5th, non-farm payroll. Okay, so news like non-farm payroll affects how the dollar behave. And don't forget that if the dollar is strong, trust me, a lot of volumes of capital will move into the dollar and the crypto space will plummet. The same thing happens if the dollar is weak. So if non-farm payroll comes out very negative against the US dollar, majority of investors tend to move their funds into the crypto space, into gold and other digital assets, right? So the same way, if dollar gets stronger, they sell these assets and move their money to the USD. So these are things you cannot joke with. So you look at Forex Factory, get to know what the outcome of the news is saying and how positive it is for that particular, for the US dollar especially. Okay, so once you get that done, the next thing is to go look into the market itself. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, so the basic things you need to look out for as a daily trader in the crypto space. One, you need to, first of all, because you're going to be trading from perhaps from morning till evening. It's not like you'll be glued to your screen all through, but I mean, you're a day trader. You should be concerned with the daily candle or even from the 12-hour candle, right? So when you come to the 12-hour candle, it's going to show you some sample, like it's going to give you a glimpse of the direction the market is taking. You can see in the last 12 hours, this market moved from this point, all right, up to this particular point. And now it retraced a little, okay, and it looks like it's pushing back up. That's the information you have right now on the 12 hours, right? And then you go back to 8 hours and see if it has done the same thing on the 8-hour time frame. You can see the same thing has also happened here. You see a market that moved up to this price of 72,800 and plunged, okay, all the way down to 69,000, and now it's trying to push back up. But how far is this going to go is what you're going to determine very soon. Okay, so this is what the market is doing. It moved up and it's trying to it retraced, which is normal for every market, and now it's trying to find its way back up. That's the information you have. Then you go to the 4-hour and see if you can see the same thing as well. All right, so the same thing is happening here. Okay, the market retraced and now it's trying to go up. All right, so now let's go to 1-hour time frame. You can see the market push down all the way to this price and now it's trying to go back up. Okay, so now What is the best time to enter this market? What are the do's and don'ts? Now, as a beginner crypto trader, you need to avoid trading multiple cryptocurrencies at the same time. I mean, opening a trade with BTC USD, open another trade with Ethereum USD. You need to face one. You need to be on one trade at a time as a beginner. The more trades you're opened, the more confused you are on how well you understand the market. And I always tell my students, if you don't understand the market, please do not trade. Save your money. All right. Because for every trade you're entering, all right, that risk has to be worth it. Okay. So if you don't understand what the market is doing at every point in time, do yourself a favor, just save your money. Until you understand the market, then you can go into the market. That is how I advise my students, right? So now there are things you need to avoid. You also need to avoid, aside from trading just one particular currency. You need to make sure you understand what the market is doing at every point in time. Okay, just like I did from a brief scan from the 1 day time frame down to 1 hour time frame. Now, when it comes to 1 hour time frame, all our time frame is a determinant time frame, okay, as far as daily trading is concerned, which means if 1 hour tells you I'm buying, I'm going up, then there's every likelihood that it's going to push up for some time, right? If it tells you it's pushing down, there's every likelihood that it's going to push down. So 1 hour is a very strong determinant time frame for daily traders. All right, if you're a long-term trader, you might not see the impact of these lower time frames. But if you're if you're a daily trader, 1 hour time frame is a major determinant of where the market is going to go in a very in a very short time. All right. So in this case, we see the market in the last hours pushed all the way from this price up to this price, and now pretended as if it was building a support here, okay, which anybody can fall for this, because when you see a market, instead of pushing down, it start building some kind of support, right? Anybody can fall for this and think, oh, this guy is going to play down here and go and continue the uptrend. But you see, the market does the same thing over and over again in different ways. Let me repeat. This digital asset market, whether you're trading stocks, whether you're trading Forex, it does the same thing over and over again in different ways. Okay? So market will always repeat what it did before. And that is why we pay attention to technical analysis. Why? Because market does exactly what it has done before. Okay? So if you look at this market, you see the market went, after the market went all the way from this price to this particular price. All right. For we have a very strong indicators which we use to monitor the market movements. So for every of my students who sees this, they will know exactly what to do. They would have sold this market right from this price of 71,000. Why? Because the market is within the range of 5 and 13. So within this range of 5 and 13, this is not where you buy the market. It is never advisable to buy the market at this level. You sell it down because the market will still come back to where it started before. Whenever market gets to this level, all right, and it starts playing within the 5 and 13, all right, there is every likelihood that this market will return back to where it started before. So when you see the market push down to this level, it's just trying to test this level, this previous lows before it shoot up before. So in technical analysis, it is a repetition of the past over and over and over again. Okay, so any student of mine who sees this, maybe I need to get a pen or something. Any student of mine who sees this is going to take a sell trade here based on what we teach them. Okay, especially when the primary trend lines are broken, you simply sell it and place your take profit exactly where the market touched previously, because the market is going to do the same thing over and over again. So you enjoy this move. And now, why did I have to take a long trade after that? Let me show you something. So if you look at this trade, you see that I took a long trade right from this particular point. Now, someone would ask me, so Jeks, how did you know that, this market is going to push back? Because I understand what the market is doing. As soon as it pushed back relative to its previous lows, which I showed you guys, all right, the market was here before, it went up and now pushed back. as long as it pushed back relative to the previous lows, it is time for it to retrace. I'm not saying the market is going to continue this uptrend immediately. All right, that will be determined after. We are currently on the 1 hour time frame. So the movement of this market will be determined after the completion of this hour, which should be completed. 1 sec, let me check what the time is. So currently is about 48 minutes in the current hour, which means we have like 12 minutes to determine the fate of this candle. Right now, if this candle after these 12 minutes remains like this, there's every probability that the next candle is going to push down. It can even push down to these previous lows before taking off again. Yes, that is how the market behaves. So because of that, because I know the market is still going to push down, if it ends up like this, I'm going to take this profit. Yeah. And wait for the market. I can even decide to sell it down, because in the next hour, the market is going to push down to go test the previous lows. All right. Before it continues the uptrend. So the market now is trying to do what? Begin the uptrend again. Don't forget that it started from here. I mean, like this. The market played around this zone, took off to this level, did the same thing it did before, all right, by pushing down to this level, and now it's trying to go back up. But that might not be immediate. That can only be immediate if this candle in the next 12 minutes becomes a what? A bullish hammer. If this candle changes to a bullish hammer, there's possibility that the next candle is going to what? Take the upturn. But if this candle closes like this, like a bearish hammer, the next one is going to come down, push down up to this level, prepare itself very well before taking off. So what you're going to be seeing in this market is something like this. 1 sec. What you're going to be seeing in this market is something like this. Gets to this level. All right. The next candle is going to get to this level. And then repair itself again. You get another one like this. This is exactly what the market will do here. All right. So this is how the market behaves. So you see a market move from a certain level to a particular level, returns back to test the same level again, and then takes back off. So as real time, as beginner trader, instead of you worrying yourself over what the market will do on the long term, you concentrate on what the market is doing at the current time. I mean, pick those monies, those up and downs, pick those profits, keep picking them. Forget about what the market will do in the long term. All right. So this market is going to take off, and depending on how it behaves when it gets to this level, will now determine if it's still going to come down or if the uptrend will continue. Okay. And it's also advisable to make good use of 30 minutes time frame as a day trader. 30 minutes time frame is a good, it gives you that good entry point. All right. For instance, we have this very strong indicator, which we call the future trend line. Every time the market hits the future trend line, for us is a buy time. So why did I buy? Why did I took the trade I just closed now? Because the market touched my what? My future trend line. And as long as it touched the future trend line, and I know that the market has been falling all the way from the primary, the two white lines represents the secondary trend lines. We never buy. When market has gone up to the primary trend line, we never buy, we sell. When market goes below our secondary trend line, we also sell. But whenever market hits our future trend line, we take a buy immediately. That's what I did. Okay, so that is how this market works. Over and over again, it does the same thing. Every time the market touches the future trend line, it takes that upward push. And that's what we'll teach you, in the beginner's training. Very important. All right, all these things, very, very important. You can see the market hitting the future trend line, and it takes off all the way. Imagine the volume of profit being made from here to here, just by simply understanding how the market works. All right, so for the sake of time, I'm going to stop it here today. We'll be giving more exposures in subsequent sessions, but key takeaway for today as a new crypto beginner or as a current crypto trader who is not actually doing it right, because the truth is, if you're losing money while trading any digital assets, you're certainly not doing it well. There's no two ways about it. All right. If you can't, make some dollars every single time you trade, it's not like you must win every trade. No. But I mean, if you place 10 trades, you should be able to win at least 7 or 8 trades. Then you can say you're a good trader, right? So if you're not doing it that way, then you simply need to, get more of these skills. And that's what we'll teach you at Jeks Crypto Academy. So you do yourself a favor, enroll, and then, just get these tips, add it to whatever you know. Okay, if you're a complete beginner, the key takeaway today is simple. Make sure you scan through, make sure you go to Forest Factory, check what the fundamental news is saying, go from the 1-day time frame all the way to the 30 minutes time frame. Make sure they are speaking the same language in terms of how the market is behaving before then, right? And then you can look at the market and see exactly where the market is. Okay, you know if the market is going to go up or if it's going to go down. And don't forget, whenever the market is at this level, okay, when you see a market that have gone from a particular point to a highest point and then plays around that point, okay, that is not the time to buy. There's always going to be what? A reversal or a retracement. Market will always touch where it has touched, where it started before. So that is how the market works. So I'll leave it here for today. And then the link is down there below for you to join our Crypto Academy if you want to get more of these tips. All right. I'll leave it here today until we see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.